Chris, how's it going? How are you doing? Ooh. Hi everyone. Welcome to an impromptu live stream. Didn't plan on streaming today, but I did do a couple of updates last night to my setup, and I want to make sure that things were okay with it. It was a thing that you can't really hold off till like my usual streaming day, which will be a Friday. Pog! How are you, Chris? How's things? Yeah, so I've made updates to my streamer bot. Well, I've upgraded streamer bot to the latest version, which is 1.0.0, and in their version it gives you dark mode, finally, but also the ability to connect to multiple platforms now. So in the previous version you could connect to Twitch, YouTube, and now with this version you can connect to Kick. And I've hooked up what I can with the Kick part of things. They are missing redemptions, so I'm hoping that that's coming soon. But from what I can tell, it looks like you can hook up online, offline, subs, gifted subs, just one. They have what's called a mass gifted sub, which is a little trickier to try and get the number of gifted subs for that. So I've left that out, but yeah. Subbing, I should get a notification, and also subs. I've hooked up as much as I could anyway, and I figured we could test things out with the new setup, hoping as well we don't have any more or any issues with this version of streaming. I did notice one thing yesterday, but you know, we'll see. Let's have a look. I got away for you, really. Kickbridge, what's that? What is Kickbridge? Is it a plugin for StreamerBot 1.0? Because I was looking through it. It's taking a while for me to get used to the new UI and where things are, because I was so used to the old version. But for the most part, from what I can tell, everything's just vertically instead of horizontally like it was before. Kickbridge, okay. Alright. If you're curious about the setup today, we have changed things up. I do have the Action 4. Something you made for reward. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah, but that's the one thing lacking from StreamerBot right now. What you can do is you can activate them via chat commands. So that should work across all three platforms if you're on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube. So if you were to try, let's say, mic drop, exclamation mark, mic drop, one word, on any of those platforms, then it should activate the redemption. And at the moment it's just a channel point redemption on Twitch. But they are available as chat commands. Now there is a cooldown, so I don't want people to go a little too crazy on all three. Oh, there you go. How was that put through? Oh, it's put through on the Geek. Nice one. Yeah, so once chat or channel point redemptions are available, maybe through this Kickbridge, then then I'll be able to set up the redemptions on the Kick side. Yeah, so chat commands are working. That's good. Okay, let's see. So just trying to recall what I put in my title, because I set my title beforehand when I'm at home, title and the YouTube live description. Oh, one other thing I noticed in yesterday's stream, I was getting a lot of flickering. I did change around my FPS and Action for shutter speed settings. I was hoping that would be okay, but the flickering was so bad in yesterday's stream, I decided to change everything back to 25 FPS, which I think it does mess around with how it's displayed on a TV. So when you look at it on TV, it looks funny, but just stop being lazy and release it. Yes, please release it. Please do that. I'm sure the community would find it very helpful. Oh, really? Okay, who's the someone? Not me, I think, I hope. Fair enough. Maybe there's a version of it that you can release, and then you know, you release the further updates later on. I don't know. So if you're curious about the setup, let's go over that again. Get that out of the way first thing part of the stream. We've got you guys on a little mini tripod. Action 4 is our main camera for today. We're sending the video from the Action 4 into the iPhone via RTMP. We've got the mic mini. We're back to this mic. Haven't used it in a couple of weeks. But I remembered why now. Why I switched from the mic mini to the mic 2. It's because the mic mini, the way that I've got it hooked up now, requires one layer of clothing. And with it being so cold, I haven't been able to use the mic mini in this way. The mic mini is under this hoodie, one layer of clothing, and I've got the magnet on the outside. I haven't been able to do that because the clothing I have been wearing, because it's so cold here, it's too thick, so the magnet can't hold it in place like where it is now. So then I switched to the mic 2 with the lavalier mic, which can just clip onto the collar of whatever I'm wearing. So I thought I'd switch up my clothing. Got this turtleneck thing I've been wearing for a while, and also the hoodie, and I'm hoping just these 2 layers plus my tee is going to be enough for me to not freeze or turn into a cliffsicle. But yeah, I really like this setup. I haven't been able to use the mic mini since Seoul, basically. Once I got back from there, I was like, ooh, too cold, and I had no way of attaching the mic mini to my outfit. So we've gone back to the mic mini. Not sure if you guys can notice the difference of the audio. Now I've found personally that I get the best audio with it here on my chest, pointed towards my mouth, which is a similar position, I guess, to where I have the mic 2 with the lavalier mic connected to me, which is usually about here. Yeah. Alright, so mic mini and Action 4. Got the little mini tripod. I've got the taller one with me, not the Tellison today. Release it, Chris, release it. So here is, actually, so just move. So Insta360 invisible selfie stick is kind of like my go-to. Really tall. I can put it on the ground, put it on the chair. Works really well. But if I want to be a little more discreet, then I use the mini tripod. Let's check the chat. Login for worked okay. Well, I think it needs a toast to tell you that you're not logged in, because the feature is there. Oh, there's no screen share. Okay, we're screen sharing. Okay, with that. Yeah, so we had the new little toggle button here, so it's currently set to Twitch, to set it to kick. So those are all working really great, so awesome. So I can switch it just to kick, and let's try that out. Hey, okay. Sending a message just to K. So that looked like that's working. I can hear the TTS, so that's all good. Oh yeah, but when I initially tried it, it took me a while to click and go, oh yeah, I haven't logged in. I would enter a message, press send, and it wouldn't do anything. I was going, oh, why is that? Why is that? I think it'd just be really helpful if it had a toast to say, please log in. But you know, it took all of about 2 minutes to figure that out, so I'm sure without that people would be okay. I just think it'd be really helpful if it did have a little toast. Please log in. Should have. Yeah, so once once I figured it out, then I went through to the settings, chat, streaming platforms, Kick. So then you log in, right? It'd also be good if it took you to the login, just the login part. So what I found was when I clicked on it, it opened up the Kick website, and to me this, oh, what happened there? Is there something wrong? So if it somehow just showed just the login bit for Kick, that'd be just what I as a user would be expecting. Click login, and then it shows Kick username, password. Click enter, pop in the OTP, OT, one-time pass, whatever. So you pop that in, and then bam, it shows this part. So just the little refinements, but functionally it's good. Yeah, really like it. That's just how it has to be. Oh, really? Okay. Alright. I don't know if there's like a different mobile web page you could show instead. I don't know. So we're seeing the, yeah, okay. Right. Okay, so I guess that's more of a Kick thing then. Okay, no worries. Alright, sweet. Other than that, I think from what I can tell, everything seemed to be working well. So let's just try something else. We're going to enter and send messages to both. And then we'll type in, hey. So it's going to show that it's been sent to both of those platforms. So all very good, right? Oh, I should also try and do a reply. Can I reply? Perhaps I have to be just on Kick. So let's turn off. Okay. Oh, okay, never. I thought I saw that somewhere on a Discord, but maybe it was a feature, yeah. Okay, sweet as. Alright, thank you. Alright. Anything else I could test? Anything else we should all know? You can only see user replies. Ah, okay, right. So if someone replies to someone else, then you can see that in here. Got it, sweet. Like this. Ah, nice. Okay. Sweet. Alright, thank you. That looks real good. Nice work. Yeah, so if anyone follows, I should get a notification via StreamerBot. And now I think that's across all three. Whether you're on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube. I did see one in there earlier that we were online. So I did some testing. Mic drop test. So mic drop test. I should have just reset this. Start. Okay, right. So hydrate. Ah, yeah, there we go. Nice. So got a little notification or toast there about that. So having a look at the bottom, reward redeemed, curse redeemed, hydrate. I do not have a water on me.
I can't remember you worry about it.
It's about one of the only things I could add that I could think of. And I was looking through people's accounts to see what other redemptions they had. Alright. Nice, that looks so good. Okay, it's so much easier if you can look in one place to be able to see what's happening across all three. So Twitch, of course, has like a full API that a lot of third-party apps can plug into. You get notifications for everything. And the others, you've got a bit of catching up to do. But yeah, indeed. And I suppose as well, as a developer, there's things that you are aware of and you go, okay, so this is what it should do. But then when you see users using it, and then perhaps they'll do something that you don't expect, you go, oh, okay, all right. I wasn't expecting them to do that. And sometimes that can be a good thing. Or, you might notice some behavior that it's not supposed to do. You go, oh, okay, wow, I better fix that. Or, actually, that works really well. Really? Okay. Well, let's hope that Kik will get on to a full API for their side of things. So keep an eye out on further toasts and notifications for what I have hooked up to StreamerBot. So yeah, I think we've got everything for Twitch. Some stuff for Kik. Same for YouTube. And chat commands, they do work. Or they should work. With all three. Wait, do I have pick in there? No, pick works. Let me just check our widgets. Switch-ins have we enabled? Yeah, okay, that's all fine. We'll leave those. Okay. Have a quick peek in Kik layer or K layer. See what's happening. Oh, it doesn't have my chat history in there. Back over here. Right, I am gonna go for a walk, show you guys around my big little city of Auckland, and we'll continue these tests. Oh, I haven't shown you what's in my bag still. Okay, so maybe I'll pop you up here or somewhere. Keep up the suggestions, will do. Okay. Okay. So that's a little mini tripod I had you on. Nice and discreet. A lot of it is through trying it out, eh? So that's where you start discovering how things can be better. So, well, for sure. The reply bit would be good. So if you could reply to someone. Did you say you were working on it? Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't even know if we've got that for Twitch. No. Okay, well, alright. So inside the bag, not much in here. Can you see? Okay. So in the bag, we've got the Anker 250 watt battery bank today. We're on 98% battery, so lots of battery. We've got our 3 cables. I'm going to get shorter ones. I think the 2 3-meter cables I've got are too long. I've got 1 right angle USB-C and 1 non-right angle USB-C. So the right angle is for the Action 4 and this one is for the Samsung. And we've got a iPhone or Lightning cable for the iPhone and it's currently plugged in. Yeah, so we've got all this extra sort of cabling here that I don't need, you know. So I pop that away, and then in here we've got the JJ02 backup phone, a tripod for iPhone or the Samsung if we did need to switch to either one of these. You know, if we have a problem with the action camera, then we could switch to the phone. I should really have a mic in here for the phone, but I don't. I would if I was overseas, or if I was in a situation where it was hard for me to go home and get a mic. But yeah, today no backup mic. Mini tripod which fits in here, and I've got some gloves. But that's basically it today. So very minimalist version of what I would have like in another city like Seoul. Oh yeah, and of course we got the Insta360 invisible selfie stick, which is quite tall. So this one, I think height is 1.2 or 1.6 meters. So this is what I would use if I'm just going to do a fairly short stream, 2-3 hours. If I think I'm going to be doing one that's around 5 hours, that's where I'd bring the Talus in. It's just with that one, I think I've mentioned it during one of my other streams, it comes in 3 parts. So you got the feet, the Talus and the Action 4, whereas this is just 2 parts, Action 4 selfie stick. Just means less hassle. Whoop, cancel, don't want to stop stream. So that's what's in my bag. So let's switch you back to the mini tripod. Actually, something else I'll do is I'll set you up beside me. So this is the angle where we'll be without this tripod. And it's not extended. So for me, I don't really like these low angles, not very flattering. I'm going to extend it up as high as this little mini tripod can go. So it's a little bit taller, but still would sit at that low angle. Yeah, so not a fan of that. But this does work if we've got a table that we can put the Action 4 and the mini tripod on. So then it's okay. That's why I have to bring both with me. Okay, let's go for a walk. I'm sure I got everything. Got everything? Yeah. What is that? Ah, cigarette packet. Just check our battery. How are we on the Action 4? We're on 77%. So I found that the battery as it is now, we're getting about an hour and a half. When it was new, it was 2.5 hours. Oh, audio appears to be cutting in and out. I don't know if that's the preview or if it is my setup. Take the phone photo. There's the Moblin snapshot feature. That's a good view. I'm going to use the quick button to take a snapshot. Let's try around these lights. I like this light up here. Snapshot. Getting some glitching. We are on a single SIM card today. We're in. How's our info? R10P and ECT look okay. Failed to upload snapshot to Discord. Sage. Actually, let's switch scenes so I can show you the gear. Okay, I'll try it. Back camera. Actually, if I switch send messages to so I'm wondering, yeah, we've set send messages to K, to our code word, and then we're going to go to predefined messages. Going to turn on Moblin filter grayscale off. Send. Are we in grayscale? We are. Okay. And grayscale off. Cool. How about some StreamerBot related ones? So let's try Gandalf.
You shall not pass!
Sweet. Well, I think we should be confident in knowing that all of these would work. More modern. How about that one? Ooh, I wonder. I don't know if I set that one up. I don't think I set that one up for both. Okay. And? Okay. So it's a stream or what thing. You need to update that. Da. Okay, other check commands. So I've tried Law and Order. I need to remember to add the check command of K. N and Y actually. So yeah, more check commands I need to add. I think we're pretty confident in those. This seems to be working well. Right. Got our hydrated. I don't think I even noticed that before. Must be new. Okay, something I keep forgetting that I've added is my browser. So I'll try and show you. Close out of our chat. Oh, oops. Guess I need to re-add that. So never mind. So right, yes. How's it going? How are you? What have you been up to? Anything cool you want to share with us?
Yeah, FedCap stuff is so...
Used to be a food court down here. There was a Middle Eastern place. Food was so good. So good. Real big portions too. Yeah, for $12 I could get a steak. Steak and even something else. I think salad. $12. That was a long time ago though. I think now it'll be maybe 30. Although most steak meals in town are about 40.
Hold on, can I like put back like 5 minutes real quick? It's deep.
Chest mount, so I could be hands free. Falcon Gaming. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Reply. Falcon Gaming. Here you go. IRL reply. I think your audio may be muted. Something. Well, I'm streaming from a big little city of Auckland in New Zealand. Down under. Where are you from, Falcon? What part of the world? I have viewers from all over. Tucson, India, Aussie land, Darwin, Sydney, what I do. I have my own business. Websites, photography. And I guess you can include this. Oh, India. Oh, hello. You have a streamer friend from there. Well, he hasn't streamed in a while. He'll come back. Been trying to convince him to stream again. His name was DJi Action. So we keep in touch. He sends me memes, usually Lord of the Rings based ones or Harry Potter. I'm all for it. I like it here. It's a pretty cool country. If you have to see the weather in one of the corners. Our population is quite small as well, relative to other countries. I think Auckland around about 2 million people, compared to some of the places I've been to where it's like 9 million. I think most people who come from a big city come here will think it's quite quiet, maybe too quiet. I like it. That is kia ora, which means hello. The indigenous people of New Zealand are called Māori.
Did you see that? Did you see the first country?
Oh yeah. What's the weather like at the moment? I think I can get into the 40s. Celsius, I mean. Going up the hill. Gonna hear some heavy breathing. I'm clearly not a very fit guy. So any kind of exercise I can get, all the better. Too hot. As a comparison, Auckland in summer can get to around 26 degrees Celsius. You can get into the 30s, but it's pretty rare. My streamer friends in Darwin, we've got Midnight 4D and Deadly TV. Oh, that's not bad. Although it's probably late, but yeah, so my Darwin friends, I think it very rarely goes below 30. It's winter now, it should be, and they're still in their singlets and shorts. 27. That would be our summer. So I don't mind that. That's alright. But once you start getting to the 30s, that's when us Kiwis are like, oh my god, it's too much. About a month ago, I went to Seoul in South Korea, and the weather there for the 20 or so days I was there fluctuated quite a lot. The first day we got there was 32. So, oh my god. Then it would be 21, 26. It's all over. Sunny, cloudy, foggy, rained. Whew. That is a secret. I always tell everyone I'm 21. Let's go with that. I'm definitely not 21. I'll just say I'm 21. Now, do we need a plug-in? Not yet. Oh yeah, almost time to vote. Oh, that's too personal. Wow. Those are very touchy questions you're asking there. What's my age? What's my income? What's my mother's maiden name? More than $1. There we go. Getting there. Almost at the top. Heart rate's up, it's good. Oi. Photo. Then. Alright, almost made it. Okay, I'm going to swap out tripods, put you guys on the taller one. Put you guys on that one. Now we're on this one here. I'll also find our charging cable for the action camera. Oh, here we go. Okay. Check our battery. We're now charging at 51%. Okay, cool. Oi. Oh, actually, just show you what it looks like now. Of course, I'm very big, unhappy up sign. Corrected by one of my flight mates. He said, "You're not pronouncing that properly, Cliff." Cliff, not happy. Happy. Alright, on Pitt Street now. To avoid their music. Oh, which way do I want to go? Getting in this corner, I'll switch to selfie mode. That's what I've got the taller selfie stick for. Okay, alright. Not sure if you guys can see, but this is how I hold the selfie stick.
Are you streaming, brother? What are you?
Hmm?
Are you streaming?
Yeah, with my arm bent like this, it's a lot easier to carry something like that, you know. Didn't quite catch what that guy was saying, but from the preview, I think he was asking if I was streaming. Now, show you what. Down to out here. Alright, let's just go this way. Oh. Just thinking, with my StreamerBot code, what it would do is it would check to see if anyone had typed a message on Twitch. But now, with the support of more platforms, should be able to set it up so that it works for all three. And so what would happen before is that my setup would ask, I would check first to see if anyone had typed a message in chat, and if it had been quiet for 5 minutes, that's when it would ask me if I'd like to wrap up. But it should be able to add the functionality there for all three now. I'm using one SIM. I do have two. I streamed yesterday with one SIM card for the stream, and then I had a second SIM card which was for my photography camera. I've tried to bond those two together, but I was having connectivity issues. And today I didn't really feel like taking the SIM card out of the Nighthawk portable hotspot I had, putting it into the iPhone. So I thought, let's just try with one SIM. And for the most part we're being okay. I do live in a relatively small city, like I mentioned earlier. So there are some places where you can get away with this one SIM card. I think my friends in Aussie land, they run either 2 or 3 SIMs. How good was the stream? Oh, I'm Asher. Hello. How good was the stream? What do you mean by that? Stream has been good. So far, from what I can tell. I do have to watch the playback later, because I will hear glitches in the audio, but those glitches could be my preview playing up. Oh, okay. Okay, let's turn off our screen share for now. I'm going to swipe out, find Discord. Open up Moblin, nicknames. Okay. Let's see. Are we screen sharing? We are now. Okay, alright, cool. Now this is my feature request on the Moblin Discord. Oops, no, don't want to do that. So, Moblin Discord, feature requests, user nicknames. So for those of you who don't know, this is what I wrote on the Discord. Hey team, there used to be a TTS chat app, RIP, because it's gone now. They had this unique feature where you could add a nickname for specific users. I haven't seen it in any other TTS app, and that would be a great addition to Moblin's chat in TTS. Scenario in Moblin chat. Hello, my name is Jeff, that's the username, and their message would be, hey, please call me John. So that has happened very recently. Moblin's TTS would read that as, hello, my name is Jeff, says, hey, please call me John. In Moblin, the streamer could add a user, hello, my name is Jeff, with the nickname of John. So in Moblin chat, the streamer would now see John at, hello, my name is Jeff, I'm great, thanks, how's it going? And I put the app there because YouTube usernames can have spaces, special characters, that kind of thing. Whereas with Twitch, I think it has to be one word. Moblin TTS could read that message as, perhaps without the username. John says, I'm great, thanks, how's it going? The streamer reads Moblin chat, replies verbally, not in chat. Hey John, I'm also good. Thanks for asking. 3 months later, John pops in chat and says hello. And the streamer could reply to that verbally with, oh, it's been a while, John. How have you been? So as I mentioned, this scenario has happened to me several times where a regular user would pop into chat and they've told me what they'd like to be called, but by then I'd forgotten, because over time I can have maybe hundreds of viewers, etc., come through my chat, and if you're a big stream, you could have thousands of people. And it can be very easy to forget what they wanted to be called. So I think this could also be helpful for regulars, or where the TTS mispronounces the user's name. For example, Yoongi's call could be Yoongi or Yoongi's as a name. Now with a nickname, the TTS can get it right every time, and users will be impressed that you remembered what to call them. So I had It's pop into the chat yesterday, and he said that his friends call him C. So It's and ZLZ and C. It'd be hard to sort of remember that unless he came into the chat all the time, you know, with that one platform. So I had some comments about it, and we have a screen cap or example of what it could look like. Set nickname, enter nickname for Chris, Chris IRL, Twitch Chris, and then you can save. Very cool. And then under chat nicknames, so chat, settings, chat nicknames. User ID. Oh, right. Okay, so uses the user ID. You can edit. Yeah. But will that work across platforms? Can I retrieve a user ID if they're on Twitch, Kick, YouTube? So from what I can see there, Kick and Twitch, cool. Oh, really? So YouTube as well. Okay, all right. Yeah, it looks great. Let's go back to Moblin chat. Ah, Jackie. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing? You got access to Discord. Pick for username. See what you think. So with Bunsen, yes. It's a start. Okay, yeah, good. Great start. Add. So were you able to add the nickname inside of chat, or did you have to go to chat nicknames? Chat. Settings, chat nicknames. So do it there. Because I believe that was something that you mentioned in that Discord channel. Do you have disconnect protection? So like if your PC turn off or stream messes up, it keeps stream or still. Okay, so my disconnect protection is with my computer at home. So my computer at home is pretty stable and reliable. Got fiber internet and everything. So I really don't have to worry about it turning off or being disconnected while I'm out doing IRL. I had my computer on for 3 weeks while I was in Seoul. On the entire time. I locked it. But yeah, if it turned off or if it somehow disconnected, restarted or something, then I would have to have called one of my flatmates, asked them to turn it back on. So that's really the only thing with my setup. If it turns off, I just need it to be turned back on again, and then we're good. Okay. And snapshot. Right. Yes, as you can only add them in the chat mod view. Okay. There was a pic for that. You missed it. Oh, really? Okay. So, that one? I saw 2 pics. Yeah, I caught that. I just didn't know where that was inside of Moblin. But I can see behind in the background your chat. Okay, right, got it. Okay, well, what do you mean if you use your laptop? You missed it. Oh, 3 pics? Okay, alright, let's go back. Discord. Ah, there's a new one. Okay, I missed that one. Oh, yeah! That's great. So when it reads it out, does it say kick Chris says test? Or does it read the whole thing out? Kick Chris at Chris IRL test. You don't know if you like it. Ah. Why is that? Because I think when you hear the TTS, you can respond straight to that name. So it'll say, Chris says hello. So I go, oh, hey Chris, how's it going? Hello, how are you? You know, so you hear the TTS, but then you need to actually associate the nickname with the username. Because there could be multiple Chris's. So that's where you look down in the chat, and then you'll be able to see that the TTS said Chris, but it was Chris at Chris IRL. So you kind of need the 2 things, otherwise it could be easy to confuse them. Whereas if in the Moblin chat, if it just said the nickname, then you'd be going, oh wait, who's that? Who's this Chris? Which Chris is it? I'll make a read nick. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. So just a nickname would be better. Like I have OBS on my laptop and I have SRT in instead of leaving my PC on, so I can leave my laptop on with it charging. So where's your laptop, Asher? Is it at home or is it with you when you're IRL? So that's what I'm curious about. So your computer that is disconnect protection, that needs to be on and it needs to be connected to a reliable internet like fiber. So if it's on you while you're IRL, then it's not connected to something that's reliable. But if it's at home, connected to the reliable internet, then great. Do you like that part? Just don't like the format in the chat message view. Yeah, well, my thinking behind that was that. So you'll hear the TTS, you'll hear that it'll say Chris. So for you, Chris, I would have Chris. And the TTS would read, Chris says, I just don't like the format in chat message. So I'll hear that and go, oh yeah, well that's okay, Chris. But I'll go, wait, which Chris is it? So that's where I'd look down at the chat and then I'll be able to visually see straight away that it is Chris at Chris IRL. And I go, okay, yeah, I know which Chris it is. And it's not something that you'd have for everybody, you know, it'd just be maybe your regulars or like an OG, someone who popped into chat ages ago. Yeah. And then you'll be able to see it straight away rather than having to tap on the name to see what the username is, you know. You have to do like a tap and say, oh, this Chris is actually Chris IRL. Oh, okay, right, so that's which Chris it is. Sounds good. Okay, cool. And there's the bro, DJ Reminisce. How's it going, my bro? One sim gang. We are indeed one sim today. I had the other sim still in the Nighthawk and I didn't want to take it out and put it in the iPhone. Too much hassle, you know. I thought, hey, let's just try one sim today. And with all the other updates that I've done, I wanted to see if things will be okay. My bro. How's it going? It's going good. So what would be a nickname I'd have for DJ Reminisce? Maybe it would be, I don't know. That's what you just say, hey, what would you like me to call you? Rather than reading the whole thing out. I think the TTS does an okay job with it. I know one of the other TTS, it would read that out as an acronym. It'll say DJi Action. So it would read it out like that. Got the bitrate check there, bitrate looks good. Let's have a look. Yeah, RTMP and SRT look good. Okay. Smooth sailing. So let's go on a cruise. So if I go on a cruise and leave my laptop in, got a raid. Thank you for the raid. Is that Peachy? Is that right? With a party of 18. Thank you for the raid. How's your stream? What'd you get up to? Welcome, raiders. Got the emojis. Love it. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Welcome, everyone. We are doing some IRL, walking around my big little city of Auckland, getting some fresh air, getting the steps in, testing the setup today. We've got Moblin latest version inside of TestFlight, version 26.2007.0, build 17. No problem. Oh, thank you. Hang out in the garden. What'd you do? Do you do some gardening or are you just chilling? Nice. Yeah, we do the extensive testing here. We We break stuff so that you learn what not to do. Alright, I'm just going to go back a little bit in the chat. So if I go on a cruise, leave my laptop in the room with Wi-Fi, but my IRL be good. Well, Wi-Fi in general, that was one of the very first lessons I learned as a streamer. Don't use Wi-Fi. So when you're at home streaming, you would have your computer, webcam and everything, and you connect that computer with a cable, Ethernet cable, to your router, and that would give you the best signal for your stream. Don't use Wi-Fi. That's what everyone told me. Right. Oh, okay. So if you can, Ethernet is better. Wi-Fi is just very fickle. It's better than mobile. It's trying to stream with their mobile connection, but it can still suffer the same sort of issues. Also, cruise will be quite hard. So you've got a lot of levels, you've got elevators, you've got stairs. If I remember when I tried to even get internet on a cruise, this was before Starlink and all that, the internet was really bad. It was bad. I couldn't watch YouTube, I couldn't do anything on this cruise. So maybe the technology has improved since then, but I think you might have issues trying to stream on a cruise. Yeah, maybe this cruise might have all the latest everything. Oh, also, so you're on a cruise ship, can you do port forwarding? Would BellBox Cloud work with that kind of setup? There's a lot of unknowns in that. Let's see, super inspired. Okay, read that one. Hang out in the garden. Got 100 plus basil and tomato plants. Oh wow! Yum. Many just growing for fun, trying to make the backyard aesthetic. Love it. I wish I was any good with gardening, but fortunately I have the opposite of a green thumb. So whatever that is, that's what I have. I've tried growing plants of all kinds, even just the normal hardy plants that should be fine in most households. They don't do well in my household. So good for you. Yeah, I try to keep my plants watered and everything. Still they cross the rainbow bridge of plants under my care. That's awesome. I'd love a garden. Actually, the things that I can't have, that I kind of wish I could, living in the city, is a garden and pets. So I can't have either of those things living in the city with an apartment. Yeah, I miss having a little furry friend. I think I'd like to have a cat. A friendly cat that doesn't meow all night. That is... doesn't have the zoomies. Older cat, there we go. For now I have the, what do you call it? The cat cafes. There's one in Newmarket I can go to. It's like $10 an hour or something. A lot cheaper than owning a cat. That was a cool experience. Enjoyed that. And music. Better keep moving. I was going to grab a seat over here. Don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube gods. Okay. Okay. I should have another crack at it. That's awesome. Basil, they've become kind of handy. And tomatoes, yeah. They're so expensive now, tomatoes. Actually, everything, price keeps going up. have your own little supply there. Now, is there a table around here? Just need somewhere to sit down. Oh yeah. I know, we're alright. Got our own little space. Alright, let's check the battery on the Action 4. Should be fully charged. And we are, okay. So I can unplug our USB-C cable. So we're wireless again. Sweet. Pop it down there. Coil up our cables. Again, I think I'd like to get 1 meter cables. I think that'd be long enough. Okay. There's a very okay. RTMP looks okay. SRT still short. SRT still short. Nah, they're still not. Yes. RTMP is okay. This is all round 1. I have to do a full rebooting. Or perhaps it's just this space isn't very good. Let's try. Let's stand here a little more in the open. Just wondering if that's going to improve things. Oh yeah, so our speeds on both RTMP and the SRT have jumped to 6. How's our audio? No, SRT has dropped a little. No, and now we're back to around 6. I think we're okay. And that was just a matter of moving. Moving a couple of meters, 5 meters from where we were. Now, is our audio still working? Huh. Okay. Maybe the cafe over there was blocking the signal. Oops. TTS is working. Is that what the nickname project? What nicknames? Is he done? Sweet. Nice. Wow, that was fast. Legend. Nice one, Chris. Let's have a look. Just going to read through these messages. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit. Hopefully, Peachy, you have VOD's enabled, I'd like to have a look at your stream. I'm very curious about this garden of yours. I'm going to have a look after. And thanks again for the raid, I appreciate that. Vloggy Yuan. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are you? So going back a little bit, we had IMS. So if I go on a cruise, leave my laptop in the room with Wi-Fi, would my IRL be good? Yeah, so I think I addressed that. You're doing okay? Nice, great to hear. Are you a vlogger? Is that what you do? Do you vlog your experiences? Do you travel? I want to travel more. I've already got a cheap feet from the trip, and it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, I want to go on another trip. Marcus, how's it going? How do you fix the choppy audio without switching scenes? Is it possible? When I stream with RTMP and signal drops and causes dropouts, desync, always have to change the PRB scene and back. Well, let's see. My go-to is to toggle the DJi devices thing. So in there where it says it's streaming, I will toggle that on and off. So off, wait a little bit. I listened to the previews, I had that open. I can hear how much delay there is. So I'll toggle it off, wait for the preview to catch up, and then toggle it back on. Usually that fixes any audio issues. If it doesn't, that's where you could then try a fix. So in Moblin chatbot commands, there was a command called Moblin fix, I think. So let's see, chat, where are we? Bot command. Where is this? Yeah, Moblin OBS fix. And I think it depends if you've got it set up so that Moblin can connect to your OBS for this particular one, or if you've got a fix command with no ALBs, or I have one which is with StreamerBot that'll toggle the media source inside of OBS on and off, so that can fix it. If that won't work, then I just close out of fully out of Moblin. So I'll go to DJi devices, stop streaming, end stream, swipe out fully of Moblin, reopen Moblin, and then that is usually the one that will fix it. But yeah, my go-to is to toggle DJi devices on and off. Also keep an eye on these numbers, especially the RTMP and the SRT, which is along the right hand side, to see where the issue is happening. So when it starts glitching, it's usually because of the RTMP server. That one starts dropping, but it can be just that one, maybe it's the SRT one, or the combination of both. Okay. Is it hard to go live on the Action forum? Because I have the latest camera, there's Action 5. I've heard there are connectivity issues with the 5. I don't own one, so I don't know what those issues are. But from what I've heard, one of my friends in Japan, shout out to Katie Merrick, or is it Katie Merrick? Keep messing up the name there. But they have both. They got the A4 and the A5. And apparently the A5, they have issues connecting that to their battle box. And I believe they use a cable, so USB-C mode. So it's always been a problem with that camera. Whereas the 4 has been just really solid. Almost, but a small creator. Okay. Using Android, is it the same or different? Well, in the Android space, there's IRL Pro, which is it's a good app. But I've been gravitating more and more towards Moblin. Moblin can do so much more than all the other IRL live streaming apps that I've tried so far. So that is Larix, IRL Pro, Streamcaster, Streamcast Pro. I've looked at Prism. That's a little too basic for what I need. The YouTube app, the Twitch app, the Kick app, I've looked at all of them. And there's a new one on the Android front, which looks a lot like Moblin. So we'll see what comes out of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, so try that. It takes a lot of experimenting and testing, which is what I do. So I do recommend check out my streams, because you learn through me. So I'm really to try this stuff out, see, get it working, test it, send feedback to the Moblin team. YouTube, it will not work for nicknames. Oh no! Why not? Wonder why? That's a shame. Because YouTube names are the ones where they can be really weird. You know, they can have spaces, they can have special characters in there, so it'd be good if you could add nicknames for them. But I suppose that's because it's using user IDs, not the name, in order to attach a nickname to them. So using Apple iPhone, I have both. So I have my iPhone 11, older iPhone. I think it's like 6 years old now. And I've also got an S23 Ultra. So it takes a combination of both of these in order for me to stream with Moblin. Because this is the hotspot. It's providing internet for the iPhone. And it's also providing the video feed from the Action 4 into my iPhone. So I don't think I could stream with just this. It just doesn't have what it takes to be able to stream. Like, it's 4G. I think the Bluetooth isn't quite as good, so it's a whole bunch of stuff. But you know, the Android or S23 can just stay in my pocket. I don't really need to use it. I do everything with this phone here, even look at the chat, which is what you can see to the side. Yeah, so I would recommend folks look at getting a refurbished older iPhone. Maybe you know someone who has an iPhone, they don't use it anymore. From at least this model, the 11, and then you could have a play around with it. But yeah, what Moblin are doing, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, like nicknames for users. Looking forward to that. For example, there are some usernames that I kind of get tongue-tied pronouncing. So for example, Vloggy, you could correct me on how to pronounce your username properly, and then I could have the T-test say how I should pronounce it. So that is one of the cool things about that nicknames feature that was coming soon. Pete, how's it going? How'd you get that on the side? How do I get what on this? Oh, you mean the screen share? So let's see. Firstly, you have a scene, and then I have an Action 4 scene, A4, and then you can add a widget. So I've got lots of widgets here. Add widget. So here, yeah, you can. So Moblin is available for iPhone, iPad, Mac OS, and Watch OS. So they've got it on all of them, all the things I think. In fact, there are things you can do with the iPad version of Moblin you can't with the phone, like being able to use USB mode, which is not available on a phone. So I've got a widget here, which is not that one. Okay, widget, which is a screen capture. So you create a new widget, which is a type of video source. There are all these different types. and then you choose the video source type as screen capture. You add that widget to a scene, like my Action 4 scene. So I've enabled one which is a vertical screen share, and also we've got a snapshot widget on my Action 4 scene. Ken, how's it going? How are you doing? And then with the quick button, you can see the widgets they've assigned to the scene. So for example, we have a snapshot. Let's see. So now you can see we've got both widgets on my A4 scene. One which is the screen share and one which is the snapshot. Oh, okay. I think this snapshot will also include my screen share. Today's first photo. So that's using a different thing. That's using a combination of StreamerBot and OBS. So basically, the one inside of Moblin kind of one-ups my one. Yeah, yeah, so the snapshot feature inside of Moblin, it actually uses the camera, not the stream, in order to create the photo that pops up. So it's a lot cleaner. You don't have all like any network glitches that you would with the other one. So that's available to anyone who has Moblin. I think we're on version 26.2005 in the App Store. I have the TestFlight version of Moblin, which is 26.2007. And there's a few extra features in this one that I've been trying out that isn't yet inside of the latest App Store version of Moblin. I think this part is new. Contribution thanks to Chris. Sending messages to Twitch and Kick. So we've been playing with that today. Took the first one. Nice. Did I miss a message here? Good for the chat. Ah, yeah, okay. So I have StreamerBot relaying messages, so custom ones to the Yorkshire and Kick. So that live snap should be available as a chat command. Should be. No, I think it's one word, live snap. Exclamation mark, live snap. And it might or should activate that same redemption. And then eventually, I don't know if YouTube will ever add channel point redemptions, but they should. Then we could have it available on all three. Slowly getting there. I know there are some systems that have their own point system. I think Bodrix has that, so you can accumulate points. But it'd be better if it's just native built into the platform, like Twitch has channel points, you know? You keep all your settings from the App Store to TestFlight, and you can go back. You can go back a version as well. That's something I did in yesterday's stream. I tried using build 16, but RTMP kept crashing for me. So then I rolled it back to version 15, and it was fine. Then during my live stream, they rolled out build 17, which fixed the issue in build 16, and all the settings and everything that was all kept. In fact, I believe you can leave TestFlight, go back to just the App Store version, and then and you know, all your settings, everything's the same. Yeah. Hey Paul, how's it going? How are you doing? How's things? What if Saturday, today is my Saturday, is a better day for me to live stream rather than the Friday? I've noticed more people are able to pop into my Saturday streams than the Friday. I could change up my schedule. You're good? Nice, great to hear. I don't know, we'll see, we'll gauge things. Yeah, definitely, I wanted to test out all the changes that I made last night, especially with the FPS. I'm wondering if we're going to get any flickering lights behind me. Let's go to these ones over here. I'm sure they would flicker. Come on, screen. Oh yeah, we're starting to glitch again. Okay, something about this space. Yeah, we got flickering. Did it stop? Oh, it did stop. Just looking at the preview down here. Now, how's our speeds and things? So over here, it looks like our checking the preview. Start. Right. Bitrate. Still a little bit off. Oh, it looks better. Yeah, that looks better. No, it looks like we're okay now. Yeah, so 6 and 6. Sweet. Yep, that's good. Do you see the numbers in the top right hand corner of the screen share? So we've got 6.6 megabits for the RTMP server and 6 megabits for the SRT. So that is what both of those numbers should be showing. So we're going to get lots of glitching if either of them are way below 6. Okay, so there was a combination of toggling DJi devices for the action camera, turning it off and turning it back on again. And we also used the fix command. And what that is, a check command for StreamerBot, which will turn the media source in OBS on, off and on. Okay. Now there is a Moblin version. I don't know if it'll work. I thought I had a predefined chat message in here for it, but I don't. So it should be a green foggy icon. Moblin OBS fix, I think it is. Moblin OBS fix, I think. Now I'm going to move it up our list. Get both hands. There we go. So I got the yellow, which is StreamerBot, and then green. All the green foggy ones are Moblin chat commands. Shall we try it? Should we try Moblin OBS fix? Okay, let's find out if it'll do anything. Yikes. Okay. I think it's something to do with my URL. Oh, hold on. Okay. I think I need to make some changes to the media source. Perhaps the URL. Well, okay. We'll leave that for now. Okay, just going back. So it's okay. Current settings, test flight. Alright. So let's go for a walk. We're going to see if we can get it's starting to get darker now. I have changed all of my settings inside of the Action for Moblin and OBS to reflect the PAL region, which is the, what they call it, the standard that we use here for electricity and video. We live in the US, North America. I think South America they use NTSC, which is how everything's set up. You know, iPhones, they'll use 30 frames per second, different frequency. But of course, if you live in a PAL region like I do, using those same settings, you're going to get some flickering. Unless your camera has anti-flicker built into it, which the Pocket 3 does, but the Action 4 doesn't. I'm hoping that they will release maybe a version 6 of the Action cameras with anti-flicker built into it. What's your question, Pauls? What is your question? Okay, let's have a look. Ask away. Did I know what the icon in the chat box are? Well, we've got one which is new for build 17 of version 26 2007 Moblin. So that one is specific to sending messages to either Twitch, Kick or both. So that's a new feature that's coming. The one in the middle is predefined chat messages, like these ones. So these are all chat commands within Moblin or Streamable. But they could be anything. Oliver, hello, how's it going? Well, good evening from Auckland. Hopefully you've got a nice morning over there. Yeah, welcome to the chat. The speak icon, I don't actually know what that is. I've no idea what the speak icon does. Oh, of course. It's well, that's very handy actually. That's really handy. So we've got redemptions that have been put through, and we've also got raids. So what is that? Alerts? Announcements? Yeah, what do they call it in Streamlabs? Streamlabs has a name for alerts or... Yeah, alerts, yeah. It's actually my first time using it. I'd see it down there, I was going, I don't want to break it. If I click on that, I might break something. But now we know. Here we go, folks. So you'll be able to quickly look through and see what has happened. I assume that subs would be there too. So someone who is subscribed, you know. Events, event feed. Got it. So that is actually really helpful, especially right towards the end of your stream. You know, when you usually do your thank yous, you go, oh, hey guys, I want to thank Chris for the hydrate redeem. We had Picho with the raid of 18 viewers. So that's where you could do that. Okay, very handy. Hello. Okay, let's keep walking. Keep an eye on any flickering lights. We did do the hydrate. We found a fountain here. Now, I'm going to recommend if you do live in like North America, not to use my settings when it comes to frame rate. That's very specific for the PAL region. So you want to stick to 30 frames, 60, stick to those. And it just, for my case, I found the flickering was really bad. Also, I changed my shutter speed. I set to manual so that it is 200 of a second, which fits within 25 frames. Whereas if you're on NTSC, you want to have 240th of a second. Testing Moblin on your side, nice. Haven't found anything yet. Okay, well that's good. If you haven't found any issues, that's a good thing. External battery for your phone. Oh yeah. So I have a charging cable plugged into my iPhone to keep it fully charged. So that's the thing you gotta be aware of, is power. Make sure everything's charged. Like Action 4, which is on, what are we on now? 71%. So we did plug it in to give it a top up. I was at 51%. Fully charged it pretty fast, these cameras. And now it's 71, so I'll be able to last a while longer. I really like my one. I have the Anker 250 watt. I needed it for my trip to Seoul because I planned on doing some really long streams over there. It might be overkill for most folks if you maybe stream for a couple of hours, 2-3 hours. But they kept everything charged for like basically whole day streams. The longest I did was around 7.5 hours, and it kept both my phones charged. Samsung S20 Ultra, iPhone 11, it kept the Action 4 charged, and what else do I have?
Yeah, a stronger magnet than the
Nighthawk. Oh no, the Nighthawk. Actually, I didn't take that with me. I had a pocket Wi-Fi that I rented, which had its own internal battery. But if I did need to charge it, I could plug it in. But I was pretty good with its own internal battery. So, pocket Wi-Fi. What else? I'm sure I'm missing something. Yeah, but the main things for battery drain would be the two phones and the Action 4. iPhone 13, Moblin, cool. Oh, so you don't have any external battery at all? Wow. Yeah, so I think with my phone, at the most, and that was when it was new, I could get about 2.5 hours. But over time, the battery health will reduce, so you'll need to get an external battery to keep it charged. So one real easy way of figuring out what kind of battery you need is look at your phone. Let's say you get an hour of live streaming out of your phone, and when you take the battery capacity, let's say it's 4,000 or 5,000 mAh. You can Google it to find out what it is, and then just multiply the capacity by how long you think you need to stream. So let's say it's a 3-hour stream, you would need, let's say, 20,000 mAh battery bank to cover you for that. Also, you would want one that can do 18 watts of fast charging, because that would give you fast charging for an iPhone. 18 watts, 20,000, but that's just the one phone, you know. So as soon as you plug anything else into that battery bank, it's going to reduce the overall time you can stream. So you might need another battery bank, you know. So that just simplifies it. Okay, it's not powerful enough to charge the phone while streaming. Yeah, so the thing to look at is how many watts can it supply. If it can do watt hours, tell you if it has their value for the battery bank, that can help you helpful as well. You can't just go by capacity, because some battery banks just aren't fast enough to keep your phone charged. So you need at least 18 watts on one port, or on one port, to be able to charge your iPhone. So 18 watts is kind of iPhone's fast charging, I think. With newer models, they can do faster than that. Powerful enough, that's why. Okay, Chris, for replies, would you want nicknames for the person getting replied to? For replies. Aren't replies muted? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't know, because I think so. If you ever assigned a nickname to that person, then you'd think it would read that nickname, right? If the nickname is available. Yeah. Later feature. There we go. Build 20.
I don't know what it looks like underneath.
Build 20 or whatever. Maybe it's in version 26.2008. Yeah, I think that's something you could leave. I suppose, let's say you roll out the first version of what you have now. People can try it out, and then they'll be able to go, oh, actually. Because I can't really picture how it would work and what would be the best way without actually a version of it to play with. Yeah. Later release. Later release. Later feature. Blah 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 blah. Are you still using BallerBox these days? I haven't since the trip to Seoul. I'm finding it harder and harder to go back to it, even though I want to go back to the BallerBox. Just because of all the things I can do with Moblin. Like I can screen share. You guys can see what I'm doing. With the one phone, I can control my stream. Whereas with Moblin, with a BallerBox, I've got the hardware, but it doesn't give me a way to control the stream. So I need an app to be able to do that. So what app do I use? IRL Link. The chat features in IRL Link feels like it's a step back from what I can do at Moblin now. And yeah, the predefined features as well, they're really nice. So I can just go here, I can control my stream with these, yeah, which I used to use with Streamerbot Deck, but since their latest update, it's been real, what's the word? Well, there's a word, I know the word, but it's been a bit problematic the way that you have to keep authenticating. Like every time I open it, I have to re-authenticate my Streamerbot Deck. So with this, chat commands and the predefined messages, so much easier, you know? But the thing is, when I use a BallerBox, audio and video, it works, it's really reliable, and we're not really there yet with Moblin. Like even today we encountered some audio glitches. So, I mean, when they can iron that out, then I'll be like, oh, 100% in. But when I use a BallerBox, don't have those issues at all. Audio glitching and stuff. So there's lots more glitching in Moblin versus a BallerBox. But I know there's a lot of interest in BallerBox because depending on where you live, you may not be able to use an iPhone to stream. It could be just too hot, you know. Whereas with BallerBox, you can build it out to whatever you want. You can have like 1 million fans. You can have whatever camera you want to use. It's super customizable. So there are pros to both. But at least for me, I personally really like what you can do inside of Moblin. One phone, do everything in it. It's just really compelling. Also open on the side, I read that one. External battery, iPhone 13. Just trying to catch up on the messages, that's why. Okay, we read that one. BallerBox. Can be a later feature, I caught that one. We've got the reply there, great to see that. So you wouldn't see Paul 69 nickname if he had a setup, but he would see mine. Pokemon Go win. Well, I've got a slight problem with Pokemon Go, and that is the way that I was doing it before, I can't do it now. So I had two ways of being able to do it. One way was I would use the Streamlabs app on my iPhone, and then I'd use the RTMP URL from IRL hosting to send that back to my computer at home. So that was one way. The other way was to use Moblin. But the last time I used Moblin to screen share my gameplay, it was struggling. So yeah, I love my Pokemon Go gameplay. I was playing it earlier today. Didn't stream it, but I need a way that I can play it without it crashing. We'll get there. Good to know. No, I was going to build one. Well, it's still worth it. Yeah. If you've already got one, you've got all the stuff, then for sure. And the great thing about having a BellBox Cloud Relay is that you can use it on either your phone or a BellBox, so you can play with both. Does my phone overheat? My one doesn't. I know it's a very common problem, but I mean, a part of it is I live in a pretty cool country. It's like probably 12 degrees right now. I do have my phone on the outside, so you know it's able to keep it cool. So that'll help. If it was starting to get warm, I could always turn the screen off, and the way that I'm using it, it'll continue to work. So as long as you've got an external camera, like the Action 4, you can still continue streaming. So I'll do that, turn off the screen, because that's one of the ways that your phone can get hot. You can unplug it from charging. That'll help cool it down a little bit. There is, what else? Oh yeah, when I use the back camera on iPhone, I just use back wide, not dual cam, because I think they'll have 3 cameras active at the same time. I try not to use picture-in-picture too much. So there is these things that I do. Good to know. I'm going to bring Streambot deck into Moblin. Oh really? Well, I did have it. Well, I had it as a browser thing. Oops, glitching out a bit there. But yeah, if you don't have to keep re-authenticating, that'd be great. My little way around using Streambot decks at the moment is the chat commands, and that will work regardless. So I think you should always have chat commands in there as your backup. Set up chat commands for all your main things and for Streamabot. Ciao Bootsy! How's it going? Oh yeah, I read that. By iPhone was a Moblin. It's been cool. You can use spare Androids with Moblin app. Add more connections to stable stream. Yeah, indeed. Streambot deck build. It's a Moblin. Yeah. Yeah, so I use the browser tab. I use this, which is currently set to my Twitch dashboard, where I can choose to raid somebody. Currently logged out, so I'll need to re-authenticate that. But yeah, I do have a separate tab for me to go to my Streamabot deck. But yeah, at least since they upgraded the Streamlabs deck to their latest system, I'm having to re-authenticate a lot. It's better, they've made some improvements on it, but I'm still having to do it every time I open up like OBS, when you shouldn't really have to re-authenticate every time. I wonder with Streamlabs 1.0 if that's going to fix things. They did? It wasn't last time I checked, but it could be that I was on the old Streamlabs. So alright, I'm curious. I have to see if the OBS dock will open without authenticating. I only want to do that every 30 days. You know?
Any speed change response?
Oh, 2 ticked up there.
Play iPhone, Moblin, okay, read that one, Streamlabs deck, button to Moblin, IRL previews, a new feature in Moblin. Is the Moblin app preview? Moblin app preview. Moblin app preview. Nope. You could do it in a cleaner way. Moblin app preview. What is that? App previews a new feature in Moblin. I didn't read that book. Well, is the Moblin app previews a new feature in Moblin? Nope, still don't know what that means. You could do it in a cleaner way. Do you stream often? Do I? I stream at least once a week. So my usual streaming day is every Friday, New Zealand Standard Time, afternoon around 2 o'clock. But I'm finding Saturdays seem to be a better day, which would be a Friday for most other places. I might change out my schedule again. And then I do... Oh, you got it. Okay. Alright. Nice. I smell waffles there for a second. Clean away, stream often, they fixed the bullet bug. Okay. The video from the stream. Oh, you mean the video that I've got? So this video that I'm showing you, that is the Kick app. Yeah. So this is what I have to do in order to hear a preview on the stream. It is delayed by a couple of seconds, so I can turn it off anyway. But I find it helpful in order to hear what's happening with the stream. So when I hear audio glitches, I can hear them. Ah, okay, yeah. Now, I think Real-Time Chat, they had a video player. And what I liked about theirs is when you tapped on the screen, it didn't navigate away to somewhere else. Whereas, whereas some of the others, what would happen is you would tap on the screen and then it would navigate away to somewhere else. Working out multitask built into the iPhone. Whereas what I liked about Real-Time Chat is that you tap on the screen. I think you could adjust the volume, so that's really handy. To turn the preview up and down, which I can do with this little preview. Yeah, so this worked really well for me. And the main thing is it doesn't turn off, whereas some of the others, like when I had the YouTube player or the Twitch player running, then they would actually stop working after like a minute or two. And you'd have to press the play button again. But this one keeps running, which is what I want. What is Moblin? CJ, hello. Moblin is a live stream app. It's what I'm using to live stream to all the platforms. So what you can see there, that little preview or screen share, that is Moblin, or Moblin, however you want to pronounce it. Fourth like. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for the likes on the YouTube. Appreciate it. Multitasking built into the iPhone. Let's see. Well, you'd think so, but then when I try to use the Twitch app, it previewed in the same way, it would stop working. So there's something about the kick app that keeps working. I don't know, maybe I changed the settings or something.
I've probably done that like
Next one. Am I in Melbourne next? Don't know. I'd love to go visit. I love Melbourne, which I love Aussie land. I've been to Melbourne a few times. Let's see, is it PAX in Melbourne? It has been for the last couple of years. I would like to have gone this year. Our good friend Midman4D will be heading over there, a couple of the other Australian streamers. But it's too close to my trip to Seoul, which was in June, for me to be able to go to that as well. So sadly, I won't be able to go this year, so maybe next year. Saw the videos. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, we've got some lights up here. These would flicker if you haven't got the right settings. So we'll find out if we're going to have any flickering. And sort of angle the Action 4 so you can see the lights up here. Little fairy lights. Any flickering? I need to stand still for a little bit. Okay, lots of fairy lights. So these will flicker, and I believe some of the lights by the train station they flicker quite a bit as well. That's okay. Yeah, so when I streamed yesterday, and that's part of why I'm streaming today, they were going crazy. And yeah, my settings yesterday were a frame rate of 30 FPS. That's in the Action 4, Moblin, and OBS I had it set to 60 FPS, which is all NTSC related. I thought I'd be okay without flickering if I use those settings, but clearly not. So my settings today were on 25 FPS for Action 4, 25 in Moblin, and I think there might be 25 in OBS as well. Like, it looks cool to have it say 60 like I did before, but it wasn't a true 60 FPS. I think when you try and mix and match frame rates and things, we start getting weird, jittery looks. Because now everything is matching. 25 FPS, Moblin, Action 4, OBS. The shutter speed, I've set it to 1/200th of a second, which fits within the frame rate. So, you know, if you go 25 times 4, 200, because if you try and use a different value, like 240th of a second for the shutter speed, then I think they can throw things off as well with movement, flickering lights and stuff. So for NTSC, if you live in North America, South America, those regions, then use 30 or 60 FPS. I recommend 30 for the Action 4 Moblin. And then in OBS use 30 or 60. And then in those regions you should have any flickering. And I might be stuck on these settings. The resolution for my preview is not very good. It's really low because I really just want to check the framing and also hear the audio. But from what I can tell, no flickering. Alright, let's cross over to the train station. We can get some flickering over there as well. Oh, these are neon lights, I think. Moblin, yeah. So I've been using Moblin almost exclusively for the last June, July, August, maybe a little bit before June. So April, May, June, yes, in May I was switching between the Bella Box and Moblin. Then I had to choose which one I was going to use when I went to Seoul. And a Moblin setup just meant less gear, no flickering. Okay, cool. How about over here? Any flickering? Hey, it stopped playing. Okay, it started playing again. Grey screen. How about over here? Oh, actually, the fairy lights by on Queen's Wharf, they would flicker. Okay, cool, thank you. They were flickering yesterday. Let's have a walk over there. Yeah, so the PAL format appears to be pretty common in most places of the world. So Europe, Asia, New Zealand, Australia, we're all on the PAL format. So these are what you should be using, these settings. And then again, if you're in North America, these are the other ones. Okay, so these fairy lights were definitely flickering yesterday. Okay, so do you see the flickering? No. How about that? Okay. I'm also wondering about how smooth the footage looks as I sort of turn left and right. Let's see it over here. Okay. Unplug the iPhone from the power and the lanyard. No flickering. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think when you try and go for a higher frame rate, like 60 FPS, it's also double of my 30. So you're pushing more info every second when you go for the higher frame rate. Now you can can juggle things around, maybe lower the resolution, 720, 60, which if I recall, when looking at bitrate requirements, it was similar to 1080/30. The amount of data that you're trying to upload. But you know, it's also more processing power too, not just data. So I go with 1080/25 or 30 if you're NTSC. I think your footage can look a little smoother if you're at the higher frame rate too. But it's kind of overkill, I think. Okay. Any other questions there? I actually prefer this chat than the normal one, the one where it's not interactive, so you can't roll the thing up and down. So I wish that it looked like this Moblin, where you could scroll up and down and you have the send message part in there in this default version. Yeah. And if you could choose whether you're looking at a preview of your stream or the camera preview. So the way this looks and functions, I prefer this way. Scroll up and down, be able to type a message. You've got access to these functions. And if all of that fit underneath the window too. See how that's cut off? So I have to move that out of the way. Before that was underneath the video. Oh, I suppose it's only if you're using it in portrait mode, which would be really hard in landscape. It's not too bad. What do you think? Not too bad, but that's better. Cooler, yeah. Oh, that's doing quite a lot. Where's your message? I heard it, but I didn't see it in the chat. Oh, there it is. So it's in this one, but it's not in this one. Ooh. Okay. So these aren't one for one. Okay, I think that is us for today. It's only meant to be a short stream, and it's now 6:30. I think the weather is getting warmer because I could feel how cold it was around 5, but 6:30 and it's okay, the weather. So warm months are coming for us this side of the world. Oh, okay. That's what's scratching. That's my headset. I need to replace this headset. Not a fan of this one. Got a video coming. It'll be available for everyone to watch on Friday. You are welcome. I'm just glad when you can pop in, everyone. So I appreciate you. Yeah, let's wrap things up, eh? I think these settings are for sure what I should stick with. I won't mess with these. 25 FPS, Action 4, Moblin, and OBS. Alright. And then Streamerbot has been good. There's some more experimenting I need to do with that, like with the real-time alerts, notifications. Holy moly, chicken. No, they don't work. They definitely don't work. Don't tell me that's what you've been doing on your streams. Have you been doing TikTok dances? I don't even know what to do with my TikTok. I can't do the dance thing, no. I had someone try to tell me, you should do that, Cliff. Hell no, hell no. No thank you. I'm going to see if I can log into my Twitch. Really? Well, you know, were you dancing to John Bon Jovi? I remember when you were singing that. Where was that? It was some event thing, and you were going all out. So I'm sure it was a good. Well, we had the phrase here. It's kani kani, so that means dance. Break out the moves. Oh, what? What a scam. Oh yeah, because it went to someone else's street. Ah, okay. You would do it. But you did it. So good for you. Well, I won't be offering that anytime soon. Nah. Have you clipped it? It should be a clip, right? You got the singing, the karaoke on there somewhere. I remember watching that. That should be a clip. Bet it's got quite a few views on it too. I'm sure it was clipped somewhere. Okay. Nice. So were you on someone else's stream when this happened? And that's why the dono went through? So you weren't actually streaming? Okay. That is definitely a clippable moment. I want to watch it. I need to see that clip. Oh, good. No worries. Check it. Oh, I hope that's a good one. Are you going to stream it? Yeah, I was also wrapping up. So let's check out this little thingy. Yeah, our event Steve. So we had that raid from Pichio. 18 viewers. So thanks again, Pichio, for that raid. It was really handy. I wish I had known about this feature earlier inside of Moblin. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, so screen share should pop up any second. Got the Discord link there if you did want to join us. Ah, I need to add that. Add that for Kickland. Yeah, click on the little speaker icon. Oh, you do have to use the chat click button. So this one here, got the speaker icon, and then you can see what has happened during your stream, and you could do your thank yous. So what are these ones? And what's this one? What does that one do? Don't know what that one does. Okay, so we can see that we had a couple of redemptions put through. We had a hydrate, which I did fulfill, and then we had PTO with the rate of 18. Thanks again. And we had the live snap as well. So I would like to be able to filter this to specific events. Like for me, I'd want to be able to choose, let's say, a raid, be able to see raids, subs, follows. Redemptions I don't need to see. So if I could choose that, maybe first time chatters, turn that off. And then all I would see was just the raid, subs, and what else? Raid, sub, follows, yeah. Still, yeah. I mean, we only just found out about it today. Even though I think it's been there for a while. Let's go, what does this thing do? Okay, so we're going to grab you guys, head back to Commercial Bay, wrap things up there. Now I am going to go down to predefined messages, scroll over a little bit. Now we want to choose the blue whale, which I've set to these chat commands. We've got starting, start, cam1, privacy, BRB, ending, stop. I'm going to click on the send button for ending. Oh, okay. So I only needed that to go to Twitch. So hopefully that doesn't do a double. I don't think it did. I think we're okay. Sweet. And then that has set up our ending sequence. I am going to turn off our screen share because we don't need that. And we can walk on out. So thank you everybody for joining me today on this impromptu live stream. Just wanted to test some of the changes that I was playing around with last night. New frame rates, streamable additions for Kick. There's a couple other things. Oh, we're still using the new SRT feature in Moblin. Thanks again, Picho, for the raid. So next stream should be, at least for now, Friday. That's when I usually stream. Friday, Arvo. Unless I can roll out another video before then, which we'll see. Yeah, so thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your week. See you next time. Cheers, my bro.